If you want to learn the secret behind the perfect flavor pairing so that you can create fun, new, innovative dishes, I have the greatest hack for you. And best of all, it's for free. I don't care if you're a seasoned chef or just new to the kitchen, it doesn't matter. Everyone can use this hack. What you need to do is go to foodpairing.com, and once there, create a free profile. It's not hard, it takes like 2 minutes. They don't ask for that much. But after that, here is where the fun begins. Let's start a new pairing. Say I know I want to grill out hamburgers tonight. I know we're having hamburgers, but I'm not sure what to have with that. So what we're gonna do is go to that plus button and add hamburgers, because that's gonna be like the main of my meal. I wanna build everything around hamburgers. To find out what's going to be a good flavor match, just go back to that plus button to add another ingredient, and what you're going to see here is it gives you several suggestions. Now, to read this correctly, you have to look down in the left-hand corner because it tells you the bigger the blue dot, the better of a match it is. So matches can be from like best match to a good match, just to a regular match. And you can see right on top, it's giving me the best recommendations. So it's Emmental cheese, chocolate, humulus root, which I do not know what that is. So I definitely wouldn't have thought of pairing these with hamburger. It's pretty interesting. But just for fun, I'm gonna click Emmental cheese as my second ingredient. If you're curious about the data behind these recommendations, it's really based off of the aroma profile of each ingredient or each food, where the general thought is that the more aroma molecules two foods share, the better a match they would be flavor-wise. Now, to figure out what specific molecules are in each food, this requires a lot of lab work, so you have to do something called gas chromatography mass spectrometry, which yeah, we just call that GCMS because that's a terribly long name, but GCMS lets you identify which specific molecules are in foods or which aroma molecules are present, and then you can start to see where some overlap in different foods might be. Okay, back to the fun. So let's hit that plus button to see what other recommendations are here. Well, it's suggesting both dark chocolate and white chocolate. That's kind of funny. Let's do dark chocolate because do not get me started on white chocolate. White chocolate isn't even chocolate. It's ridiculous. And again, why it must have suggested dark chocolate is that the aroma profiles must overlap with Emmental and grilled hamburgers. And I know you might be thinking, like, this is supposed to be a video about pairing flavors. Why does she keep saying aroma? And the reason is that when we say we like the flavor of a food or that a food tastes good, what we really mean is that we like the smell or the odor of the food. And this is because what we know now is that flavor is predominantly due to how a food smells. So when it comes to a food's flavor, let's say taste is like 20% of importance, but smell or the aroma is 80% important, so way more valuable. And the website actually has this nice example of what makes white asparagus and cherries a good match. And you can see here, it's because they have the overlap in some of these green aroma molecules and also the floral aroma molecules. So this gives them a large flavor overlap, which means they would be a very good food pairing. And from there, you can keep adding ingredients. Just hit that plus sign to get more recommendations based on the flavors you already have present in your recipe. Now, do I think my boyfriend would think I'm a little nuts if I made this meal of hamburger, chocolate, and fruits? Maybe, but I like this tool because at least you get a little more creative and it helps you think outside the box. If you enjoyed this, next I would check out my video where I explain the science of pairing a food with a beverage.